Okay, gunsmithing videos on YouTube. Uh, they've gotten pretty controversial over whether you can trust them or not. And not because there's evidence that you can't, but mostly because they don't want people opening up their own guns. I have found complete success in every way in anything I've needed to do by looking at a YouTube video and doing exactly what I see on the video. If there's any surprises in my gun or surprises on the video that aren't the same, I reinstall everything I just did and don't go any further. You might want to look in the video if the guy knows the names of each part that he's taking out in order to get to the part you want. You might want to see how efficiently he can do what he's doing. You might want to see if the part he's installing right next to him, there's a whole bunch of those parts and he's a gunsmith and he's doing this, or all those parts are just broken and he's been trying part after part. You want to look at his gun when it opens up, see if there's any rubber bands or paper clips. You want to see how confident he is when he starts opening it up. You don't want to get a guy who is just like, 1 second, let me go and look at my book and take a reference here and make sure everything's up to snuff. The most I've ever done is you can install Crimson Trace on a Crimson Trace is where you grip it and you press the button in the back as you grip it and the laser goes. I wanted to install Crimson Trace on my M&P 9mm. Can't do that with the safety. Took the safety out. Did it by a video. I took every part off of the gun and as the video was doing it and there were no surprises, it worked. And then at the range, I was scared to take that first shot, but I did. It's worked fine. Worked fine ever since. Ever since, I've been doing like little custom work myself. I used the Dremel to get some space in here, so the safety would allow it to go down. On this mother of pearl, this is a Smith & Wesson M&P. No, Smith & Wesson 1911 Performance Center Custom. This is an M&P 9mm. I got a thing for Smith & Wesson. The videos, I don't think anybody is taking a gun, breaking it in front of you, and then putting it back together and telling you they've done this before, this is how to do it, and you're good to go. I doubt somebody would do that on purpose, break their own gun and have to send it to the manufacturer to get, or go to a gunsmith to get the part. I don't think anybody is intentionally gonna mess around with their gun and put it back together the wrong way so that yours breaks when you fire it. I don't think that I think the people who do jobs with milling, like I've seen the Smith & Wesson SD models where they take the top off and you can switch it between a 9mm barrel and a 40 cal, and that requires like shaving metal down with power tools. You don't want to get into that. If you know a gunsmith that knows how to do that, give it to him, have him do it, and make him liable for any mistakes he made. Adjusting the front sight where you have to put a vice script on your gun, just take it to a gunsmith and make sure he has to answer for what he does, because if it voids your warranty, you just lost your gun there, buddy. But one thing I'd admit is Smith & Wesson definitely takes care of their customers whenever there's a problem. One story would be I was getting magazines online and they were out of the ones with the finger floor plates. They were all flat and my finger would run under it. So I call them and they're like, yeah, we can send you one for free. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to get this many from the site. I'm trying to get 3 from the site, and I already have the 2 mags that came and one of them doesn't have that floor plate. I'm like, how much would it be to buy it? He's like, let me talk to my supervisor. He goes, let me get your serial number, let me get your name and address. He's like, okay, everything checks out. We're going to send you 4. And I'm like, okay, how much is it? He goes, oh, we're going to send it for free. I'm like, well, how much is shipping? He goes, oh, that's going to be free too. I hope you don't mind waiting 10 to 11 days. And I'm like, no, I don't. And it all arrived. And now I got the flat and the other floor plates. A lot of people take advantage and sell them on eBay. What else? A bushing here, when I was removing the grips on, when I first got this and putting other grips on it, the bushing was like diagonal, so the screw would be hard and then easy to push in, and then it would remain easy. Sent it back to Smith & Wesson. They fixed that up right away for free. They do everything for free if it's really not a big deal, or it's something that they expect to go wrong or something like that. Just Smith & Wesson is the best with customer service, and that's why I buy guns from them, because I know if something goes wrong, I can send it to them and it will come back working. I can't say that about all my other guns. And I know they'll do it for free. They've done so much for me for free, and it's not because their stuff craps out either. It's just because I may have just like the floor plate issue. Just they take care of you, and that's why I like Smith & Wesson, and that's why I invest in them. So as far as YouTube gun videos, I would say as long as everything checks out when it's being taken apart, as it does in your gun, everything's the same, go for it. And definitely look at a lot of videos on different ways people have to clean their guns and different philosophies, and see how clean the gun is at the end, and take care.